It needs lockers. Look at that beautiful truck we're gonna go work on today. So lately I've been, I don't know, re-inspired to work on my Tacoma to get it working better, to make it nicer. It kind of took a break from it because it was having some problems and I didn't really have the money to fix it. Well, let's be honest. I had the money to fix it, but I spent it on other stuff because I just can't help myself sometimes. I'm bad with money. With this truck, you can tell that it has a bad U-joint. You can sometimes feel a little knock the moment that the driveline engages. It's because there's a little bit of looseness in there. Also, a telltale sign is that when I let off the throttle, I feel a vibration for a little bit. There it is, right there. Basically, as the driveline slows down, it starts shaking within there. So when you're on the throttle, you don't feel it as much, but when you're coasting, you definitely feel a good vibration. It feels like you're going over a rumble strip almost. That tells me to check out my U-joints, which I did, and I have one that's severely worn. And that's pretty typical when you got a truck like this that's lifted, because your angles are a little bit more severe than the factory had intended, and so parts just wear out a little faster. Look how much droop is in the rear. It looks so good. I'm just gonna give it a little, it's been a while since I've had it on the lift. Give it a little quick inspection. There's a stick here, that's cool. See that right there? That's the bad one right there. So that's what's causing all of our vibrations right now. Well, we've confirmed that this one's bad. You can see all the slop in it. It's pretty obvious. The rest of them look okay, so I think I'm just gonna skip replacing them, because the parts store didn't have them in stock today, and I gotta get this done so that we can go wheeling with Nate tomorrow. So I'm taking a 14mm wrench, putting it on the back side, and then a 14mm impact on the front side. Oh yeah, and she came right off, real easy. This is your carrier bearing. Looks like it's a 14 as well. These bottom ones, really hard to strike that without messing up the thread, so I'm going to put a punch on there first. Ow. Come on now. Ow! There it goes. Hopefully that didn't ruin the threads. I'm going to do the exact same thing up here, and hopefully then I can take the whole driveline out. Just pulls off of the rear. Not too much trouble. Aha! We got it! Yes. The driveline's off, boys! Guys, we're trapped here forever. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these little pins here. And I'm hoping that just a pair of needle nose pliers should be able to get them out. And you can just see how sloppy this thing is.
Yeah.
Whoa, sending sparks. There it is. So that one got a little misshapen. Hopefully I can fix her up. I got a 27mm socket to place over the other side, and that's just to kind of hold this nice and level. A 17mm socket fits right inside, and it shouldn't take too much work. A few taps, and it's already coming loose. There it is. That end came out. You'll see that it popped off inside. Inside of here, these are supposed to be little needles, little needle bearings. Instead, it's just dust. Ground down to a fine powder. Now we pretty much just need to wrestle the rest of this thing out of here. There it is.
Made it?
Yep, that's what was causing all the problems, buddy. All the squeaking and the noise.
You got me.
Whew. Man, it took me like a half hour, probably more, of pounding on this thing to get it to come out the other way. So when you take, there it is, finally. When you take this side out, there's lots of room to pound it back and forth. But when you get this side out, it bottoms out either side, and you basically just have to break this thing apart. This side was a lot easier because it had already been wallowed out, as you can see. It's pretty beat. You see all these little needle bearings that are inside of there. That's what they're supposed to look like when they're intact. So here's what the new one looks like, and we do get some new rings, so that's good. And these guys just slide right off of this, and that's important to know because that's how we're going to be able to reassemble this guy. You have to take it apart and make sure you don't lose those needle bearings. Make sure they stay greased in there. Screw-in zert or greasable zert deal needs to go on one of these ends, not the outside end. Take this off carefully. Make sure all those needles stay in there. You lose one and you're screwed. Take this one off, and then it's just as easy as doing that. Man, I can't believe how hard it was to get that thing off. So you can hammer this, but you risk those needles flying out. And so I'm gonna use a vise and just press it together. And in order to keep this thing from sliding around, I'm gonna put these new hog rings in. They go in just the same way they came out. Okay, you just wanna make sure it opens up inside there. We're gonna do the same thing on our drive shaft, which unfortunately we won't have the convenience of the vise. So this is where I gotta be really careful. If I hammer this, I really wanna watch out and make sure that my needle bearings don't come flying out.
You might take it to the mice?
Oh, not the mice, the vise. And now we're just gonna try to bolt all this back together. Well, good morning everybody. I'm on my way to meet Nate from Dirt Lifestyle. We're gonna head up to the mountains to the Tacoma State Forest. I think that's what it's called. Gonna go seek out some snow. We've had really low temperatures and a lot of moisture. No snow down low yet, but up in the mountains, definitely. We're getting up there, starting to see a little bit of snow. I'd love to see how deep it gets. You know, most of the time I take this truck up, the snow's too wet to really get too far, but this stuff's pretty dry and powdery, so if it stays like this and we can go deep, that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, man.
Look at this natural, whoa, beautiful landscape. So I haven't been filming too much because you're gonna have to go to Nate's video to get like the real fancy full version of this snow run. But I just had to stop and check, like, just to put everything into perspective. This is like 4 feet high. That is like teetering. Looks great.
I almost ate it like 3 times with my
expensive camera gear.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is great. Dude, I'm having a great time. This feels so good. Something's wrong. Damn it. It needs lockers.
Well, at least it looked good when you're doing it.
Nothing a little gas pedal can't fix.
Exactly.
So impressed with Nate's little Tacoma right now. It's just scooting right along, all this stuff. It's bottoming out a lot, but like his truck's doing better than mine. He hasn't had any close calls or anything. He's probably just a much better driver. But, well, he's definitely a much better driver. Gosh, it feels so good to be in the little Tacoma again. It's like a little go-kart. It's got plenty of power and torque too. Woo! Dude, this is like the first time in like 2.5 years I've had the diff locked. So what I did was I kept my foot off the brake and I hit engine start so that the whole computer would turn on. Let it do that, cycle through. All my lights looked normal, and then I powered it on and then put the diff in. I'm so stoked. This is from this morning. It's ice cold, so that's how you know it's good. Oh!
Try and make it go. That might be too risky. I was gonna try and make it go backwards because I think a shot from the front as we go is such a sweet shot. But I don't think this has any rear detectors actually.
It doesn't. It's gonna be tough.
Well, we'll just keep on moseying forward then.
That's not bad. Cold egg McMuffin. So I was telling Nate that I'm actually really jealous that he gets this video, but we're gonna trade off back and forth. We're gonna work together a lot more, and because this is so much fun, and the snow is so awesome. I actually just got the truck in 4-low with lockers on, so I'm like ready to play. And we agreed that we didn't want to make the same video twice or compete with videos. Yeah. Oh, I'll be fine.
What about me? You got all those big meaty 35s and lockers and shit.
I know, I'm kidding. I'll pull you out.
That's all I wanted to hear.
I got all the confidence in the world now that I got a locker working. Yes! Oh, it's getting deep, boys! She's getting real deep back. So we're about to wrap up our day here. Nate was trying to see how far he could go. He plowed the Tacoma up into the skid plate and it's stuck. I'm gonna yank him out with this stretchy rope that he's got. Yep.
The old stretchy rope.
The old stretchy rope trick. I'm gonna yank him out of there. So yeah, just drive backwards, huh? Even I'm running out of traction here. Like I'm worried that if I go too fast, too much,
Yeah.
it'll dig down. I could probably benefit from airing down even more, but I don't know. Here we go. Oh no. I don't have any traction. How? I gotta air down more. I could, dude, I should have come closer to your bumper. That's not good. Thank goodness we finally made it out of there, guys. Woo! That was a tad bit dramatic. My truck just dug down. It just wanted to eat right through the fine, thin layer of snow, ice, hard ice on top, and then it just fluffed everything right up. And So it took a bit of work with the Maxx tracks to get me out, and then Nate kept bottoming out, and it was so difficult to get him out too. And so now we're just hard charging like straight up this fairly steep hill, and I'm worried that if either one of us stops, then it's gonna be the same story. So we're just trying to like push right through this, get out, and be done. So wow, good time though, man. This is a ton of fun. It has been so nasty and stormy out this whole drive home. It's like a mix of rain and snow and crazy wind. Big shout out to Heretic Studio for these awesome lights. Check this out. If I shut these off, oh, so much worse. Boom, let there be light. My friends, that is it for today's video. I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your support. Some of you might recognize that Jeep behind me. Nate and I are already hanging out. We're on our way to California. Well, we're in California. We're on our way to King of Hammers. So we're gonna have so much awesome adventure and off-road content coming to you soon on this channel, and there's some big announcements coming as well. Make sure you check out Nate's video because it's actually like way cooler than my video. This is more of a behind the scenes and how to fix your truck. But if you want to see some really, really brilliant content, check out Dirt Lifestyle. And that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Get some work done this week, but don't forget to live. Bye. Thank you so much. Bye.